सो हाय गाइस, अब हम आज आरबीआई असिस्टेंट मेंस का एक फुल लेंथ मॉक ट्राई करेंगे। लेट्स सी कितना स्कोर आता है। ये फ्लैट्स का क्वेश्चन है। ठीक है, ये भी देखते हैं। ये क्या 7 बॉक्सेस। ठीक है, ये भी इजी है, ये भी इजी है। 12 पर्सन मीटिंग ऑन डिफरेंट डेट्स ऑफ। ठीक है, ये भी इजी है। इसको से देन नेक्स्ट करो। ठीक है, only a few kites are glass. ठीक है, only glass are air. only a few chair are glass. ठीक है, some fiber are not kite. True. All chair being glass. all chair being glass is a possibility. False. No chair is kite. False. Only conclusion. One follows. All sky is land. All land are mountain. Only a few river. All sky is not river. All sky is not river. All sky is river. Either or. Only a few shirt is blue. Some blue is red. Only a few red. Some shirt is green. Some shirt is green. For all red being green. All red being green. No, GA is PA. Some PARNA. Only a few GARTA. Only PARWA. No WARNA. True. All TA can be PA. All TA can be PA. False. Then working different designations. Okay, ये two variable वाला है. So sitting in a row facing south. ठीक है. A sits fifth to the ये right over. A sits fifth to the left of M. Second, third, fourth, fifth left of M, who sits to place to the left of O. ठीक है. 8 persons sit between O and K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. K. Only one person sit between K and L. ठीक है. R sits exactly between P and L. P sits to the immediate left of O. R sits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First, second, third, fourth. ठीक है. No one sits to the right of you. ठीक है. 5% sit between P and S. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. P and S. ठीक है. You sit second to the right of S. Z sits third to the left of R. K sits third from one of the extreme ends first. Less than 5% sit between R and P. If O is related to Z, R is related to K. K के third left पे Z. How many persons are between R and A? What is the position of U with respect to M? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, nine. Nine to the right. person is sitting between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 4 floors, 4, 3, 2, 1. ठीक है. Flat 1, flat 2. B lives to the east of H. B lives to the east of H and south of D. A likes Brave and live in an even numbered floor. Even a numbered flat. A lives in flat 2. ठीक है. D lives to the northwest of E. Northwest of E. C lives one floor below D. One floor between H. One F who likes Aladdin. H and F live on same flat number. B H F. ठीक है. एफ को अलाउद्दीन डी के नीचे सी होता है ना. ठीक है. He does not live on second floor. तो ये वाला केस तो है क्योंकि ई सेकंड फ्लोर पे नहीं रहता है. ई डज नॉट लिव ऑन सेकंड फ्लोर तो हमारे पास ये वाला केस बचा है ना. ई एक बार हमने ई यहाँ दे दिया. एक बार हमने ई यहाँ दे दिया. डी यहाँ आ गया. ठीक है. एफ बी एच ये भी हो गया. ए लिव्स इन फ्लैट 2. ए लिव्स इन फ्लैट 2 ये भी हो गया. The second floor. One floor gap between Dumbo movie and Frozen. Dumbo 1, Frozen. The one who likes Incredible does not live in an even numbered flat. Incredible to the west of A and B. G does not live in the same flat in which E lives. G does not live in same flat number in which E lives. ठीक है. G lives above E. ये गया. ए का ब्रेव हो गया. एफ का अलादीन हो गया. ठीक है. और हमें क्या बोला है. डम्बो और वन फ्रोजन. ठीक है. डम्बो वन. द इनक्रेडिबल डज नॉट लिव इन इवन नंबर्ड फ्लैट. ठीक है. एंड डज नॉट लिव टू द वेस्ट ऑफ ए. इनक्रेडिबल यहाँ पे भी नहीं आएगा. G lives above. The one who likes Coco lives west of the one who likes Zootopia. Coco Zoo. The one who lives above the one who likes Coco. Who likes Mono movie lives even numbered flat. तो अगर हमने कोको यहाँ रखा और ये जू यहाँ रखा तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा रोजन वन डम्बो। ठीक है, या तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, अपोजिट हो जाएगा। अगर हमने लिव्स वेस्ट ऑफ, ठीक है, lives above the floor, Zootopia movie E about G lives on an odd numbered flat. G lives on the same floor as E Falls. G likes Dumbo Falls. G lives above B. A and D are true. The person who lives immediately above E's floor and in the same flat number, likes which of the following movie? मोना, खाना जो भी नाम था। मूवी लाइक्ड बाय एच को मोना पसंद है। HDGBF, HDGB, HDGBF, जी। ऐसा बाद में बता। 7 बॉक्सेस, ठीक है। 7, 6, 5, 1, ठीक है। The box which contains carrot is placed above the box which contains capsicum. Capsicum box H is placed 4 boxes below the one that contain lady finger. Lady के 1, 2, 3, 4. Lady finger, ठीक है। Box M is placed at an odd position below box H. ठीक है। Box L contains capsicum and is placed 4 boxes above him. 3, 4. Carrot, carrot, ठीक है। Number of boxes placed below L is 1 less than above L is 1 less than below J above L 2 J3. Box J is placed 2 boxes above the brinjal, brinjal. More than 3 boxes, ladyfinger and potato. More than 3. 2, 3, 4. Potato. Box I is placed above K. Box N contains onion. N, onion, I, K. From the following box is placed 4 boxes below K. 3, 4. H. H contains brinjal. Correct. Carrot की ले लेंगे. Cabbage H. ब्रिंजल नहीं, लेडी फिंगर के लेडी फिंगर. हम I and onion, three boxes. I M H and L. I M H and L. H. F box L and M are interchanged. ठीक है. And box I and J are interchanged. ठीक है. Place between box M and J. M 1. Champion in both forward and backward direction. 3, 8, 1, 13, 16, 9, 15, 14, 19, 8, 9, 16. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 16, 17, 18, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 15, 16, 18, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 12% attend. 4 different April, July and November. April, July, November. 6, 9, 10, 16, 6, 9, 10, 16, 6, 10, 16, 6, 9, 10, and 16. April is 30, June, July 31, November is 30. D attends the meeting on an even date. D attends the meeting on an even date. The meeting on an even date. Month having one person D and L who attends the meeting after D. One person between D and ठीक है. The number of person attend the meeting after L is same as before H. Did L before H 3 for H 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5 before H. ठीक है. H who attends meeting 4 person before A. 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 person before A. E and A attend the meeting on the same date. ठीक है. He attends the meeting 2 person either before or after I. ठीक है. K attends the meeting in the same month as E and on the same date as J after E. C attends the meeting in the month which has 30 days but odd number of days more at the last. क्या था? C attends the meeting in the month which has 30 days, either on the odd days Hmm. B attends the meeting in the same month as C. Only one person D and F. Sum between D1 F, D and F who attends the meeting before G. But not immediately. मैं यहाँ J दिया तो अगर यहाँ पर मैं K दे दिया E E1I 16. K attends the meeting in the same month as E on the same date as J. क्या? K attends the same J as J. J who does not attend the meeting after A. J attends the meeting before A. ठीक है. C attends the meeting in the month which has 30 days. ठीक है. Around audit nor at the last. B attends the meeting in the same month as C. Person D and F. Person between D and F. F who attends the meeting before G. G but not immediately before I. 10th of July D. J attends J. 10th of April. Meeting before was after F. After F. 1, 2, 3, 4. A. 16th of July. D. The one who attends immediately after G. The one who attends 5% before K. K and So D attends the meeting in April. C attends the meeting after H. J and H are in the same month. F attends the meeting in the one which has 5 ones of different height. Second heavy, one, two, three, four, five. Second heaviest P is heavier than Q and lighter than T. S is lighter than Q and R is heavier than T. Only one person is lighter than R. ठीक है. Q is heavier than S but lighter than P. T is not the heaviest. T नहीं आएगा. 6 boxes vertically bottom to top. The box third position from the bottom. ठीक है. Box B is placed above A. ठीक है. Box D is placed immediately below F. Box C is placed at the top. ठीक है. Box A is placed at the bottom. Box D is placed above B. Box F is placed immediately below C. C, F, D. Six personal learned tradition, success, sparkle, harmony in the given word are changed to their opposite letters. 8%, 30, 35, 40, 42, 44, 45, 50. K is multiple of 15. K is sum of K plus Q is 70, 25. K and Q difference between Q and P is 5. Q and P is 5. The number younger to P is 1 less than older to O. P 1, 2, older to O. Older to R and 25 into 50. One person between M and N who is not 35. P is not older to O. R O L N M. R O Annually with reckless driving being a factor in one four fatal crashes have reduced over the years. Speeding still causes many deaths. BDAC processed food as a key measure to manage diabetes effectively. Level sugary drinks and suffering from diabetes as excess sugar consumption is worst for people already. DCABDC blood sugar levels. So the environmental degradation क्या दिया हुआ है environ A is spelled caused by indiscriminate industrial discharge extremely biodiversity A and D. The arbitration tribunal ruled that the company had breached its contractual obligations. Arbitration. Arbitration. The sudden depreciation, speculation, specu, specu, speculation. I guess only a speculation. Speculate. Speculate. Single L आता है A and D. Researchers have acknowledged ये गलत है. Prolif- proliferation resistance 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 A and C. The government has consistently transparent C गलत है accountability C and D BILITY होता है. The diplomat carefully worded statement was meant to dash tension between the two warring nations before the summit. Lesson. The government introduced several fiscal measures to lessen the growing concern. The trek to Mountain Summit was extremely dashed, requiring both physical strength and mental endurance. It's extremely after a strenuous. The scientists' groundbreaking research remained dashed for decades before the academic community finally recognized its remained redundant, obscure, continuous, kept archaic, hidden. Discuss archaic. The opposition alleged that the ruling party was attempting to dash constitutional provision to consolidate its political dominance, attempting to vindicate constitutional, reinstate constitutional provision to consolidate. Multinational corporations often reinstate environmental regulation in developing nations by exploiting circumvent vindicate was attempting vindicate मतलब गायब करना हटाना. The central bank decided to raise interest rates sharply. The क्या है inflationary pressure continued to mount despite previous monetary intervention. Today's interest rates, even though continue to move, even though जबकि already the accused cannot be granted bail by the court, substantial evidence is presented to prove that he poses no threat to society. Although, unless substantial evidence, unless लगेगा. The construction of new highway was completed ahead of schedule. The project faced severe funding constraint and frequent labor dispute throughout its execution. Despite दो पैसेज है अरे यार ठीक है कोई बात नहीं The Supreme Court's directive to release under trial prisoners charged with minor offense on personal bonds has provided relief to thousands in the court prolonged pre-trial. AF The government's proposal to introduce lateral entry at the level of joint secretary has increased foreign exchange remittance for achieving zero waste. A resolution passed by state assembly calling for special category status सॉरी इसमें से ए एंड एफ आया the decision to cap foreign direct investment in the defense manufacturing sector was reversed following sustained lobby and defense manufacturing sector was reversed following substantial lobbying by global defense supplier prolonged exposure to air pollutant in densely populated urban centers has been deployed in active counter-terrorist operation across several conflict zones. The proposal to introduce rational tenure for senior civil servant सीडी आएगा सीडी तो है ही क्या बोला है choose and mark the standard which contains no gram if I was in if I were the officer insisted that all files to be submitted before the deadline insisted on he was so tired that he could not he गलत है हाँ the principal as well as the staff have agreed have आना चाहिए the officer insisted that all files be submitted before deadline all are incorrect the inspector denied to accept the complaint filed by the victim denied मना कर देना to accept the complaint he is used to work late hours ever since he joined this department he is used to working ये गलत है she was praised by her supervisor for completing the task on time praised by her supervisor for completing the task the list of candidates is displayed आना चाहिए ना he is working he is working in this office since he graduated from college ही हैज बीन वर्किंग होना चाहिए ना, जब से काम कर रहा है. The news is spreading. She requested him to kindly explain the procedure once more. She requested him to kindly क्यों लगाने की जरूरत है, requested है तो सही. Neither the principal nor the students were aware. All are incorrect. These includes stimulant like cocaine and amphetamines, which trigger a surge of dopamine and create intense feeling of euphoria. Over time, the brain adjusts to these surge by producing less dopamine naturally, making the person dependent on the drug to feel normal. Understanding how drug affects the brain is the first step towards building effective strategies for preventing the different categories of drug affect the brain reward system in distinct ways. The brain is control central of human and emotions and decision making. ठीक है, ब्रेन के बारे में बात हो रही है. फिर उसके बाद डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ ड्रग, ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद सी आएगा. फर्दर मोर depressants such as alcohol slow down brain activity and impair judgment by surpassing the central nervous system. ठीक है. Over time, the brain, these drugs are producing less dopamine. These include stimulant. The brain is the control center of human behavior and decision making. Different categories of drug affect the brain reward system in distinct ways. Understanding how drugs affect the brain is the first step towards building effective and strategic strategies for prevention and recovery. These in, these include stimulants like cocaine and or a surge of dopamine and create intense feeling of euphoria. Over time, the brain just by producing less dopamine making. Furthermore, depressants such as alcohol slow down brain activity and impair judgment by suppressing the central nervous. Cocaine and ठीक है. The advertising industry has long been regarded as influence sector. Advertising is practiced for its persuasive impact. Consumers choose to interact with brands and purchase products largely based on the perceived status or utility. they will receive. In that sense, the value proposition for marketing is fundamentally anchored in the cognitive perception of the audience. The theorization of mental triggers have received significant attention in the current marketing literature and among corporate strategists. Cognitive schemes, patterns of thought that organize categories of information and the relationship among them play a key role in different consumers' habits. Studies have examined, for example, the mental association with luxury goods, eco-friendly labels, and tech gadgets, and the connection between logical processing and purchasing outcomes such as brand advocacy and repeat procurement. At a practical level, global brands emphasize the cognitive association they intend to forge between shoppers and products. For instance, Volvo utilizes the concept of safety to instill a sense of security and logical preference among potential car buyers. Other companies highlight the innovation aspect to user experience in their promotional tactics. Notable successful campaigns include Apple, Think Different, and Nike Just Do It, which have been constructed on linking a sense of personal empowerment and intelligence with product usage. Other slogans highlighting functional mental experience include finger licking good, the ultimate driving machine, and L'Oreal because you are worth it. These examples further demonstrate the significance placed on logical and self image responses linked to brand experience. However, while much of what dictate buyer action is a search for utility, it is a much more multifaceted reality necessitating the requirement for more nuanced and significantly grounded investigation. In this regard, the research on consumer cognition has been remarkably expanded lately. Marketing cognition research has relied heavily on an integrated model and metrics from the neuroscience field. For example, a rising number of studies utilize eye tracking technology to grasp the trigger and result on the visual attention on buying choices. In terms of assessment, this and despite skepticism, many researchers have utilized neuroimaging techniques from medicine and they stay prevalent in commerce. Mental frames influence various phases of consumer journey. At the awareness stage, perception play a vital role in sparking curiosity and providing data in the brand comparison phase. During the usage, mental satisfaction can fluctuate in intensity on a moment-to-moment basis. In addition, the cognitive reflection of user are vital in determining post-purchase appraisal such as quality rating, brand reliability, and perceived market value and future loyalty. On what basis it can be considered true that perception is the foundation of a brand. Consumers spend many years financial trade prevents brands from using false claims. Many people have natural talent for identifying fake items. Most business focus on lowering the prices. Data shows that individuals select products for fun based on the expected usefulness. The research on the consumer. इसका आंसर पता नहीं क्या बोला हुआ है। How do corporate entities ensure consumers develop a mental link? They adopt specific phases to broadcast sense of logical favor among the many firm emphasize it. Focus on hiring famous nine global corporations spend on what assist in the process of interpreting consumer geography and whether the distance and the cost of ship presence of thought patterns associated with category education level amount of taxes नहीं. Which of the following is the cause of expansion of academic क्या है ये work on customer cognition to control people's mind and force them to buy things they do not investigation of whether the pet social media habits illogical and to call more detailed and evidence-based study to pinpoint how does user journey at its various phases get shaped by mental perception, cognitive feedback in the plan. After using the product, the consumer social media post encourages trigger and interest to. After using a product, the consumer social media and mental frame trigger the interest both B and C. Mental satisfaction is not necessarily constant during entire duration. वॉल्वो के लिए स्लोगन क्या था? So the marketing sector has long been viewed as a stagnant or boring industry. Antonym of current. In the current market. Today's modern market, current, outdated, multifaceted, is a more multifaceted, complex. The African savanna elephant is inching towards a critical threshold, yet it frequently misses out on the highest level of international legislative safeguarding because other animals are deemed more immediate concern. Conservationist report. Elephants have long upheld a unique place in the human imagination, roaming across vast grasslands as a symbol of wisdom and structural ecosystem engineering. But their populations have been decimated by human wildlife conflicts and widespread fragmentation of their natural corridors. Elephants have क्या था? But their populations have been decimated by human-wildlife conflicts and widespread fragmentation of their natural corridor. We performed a detailed executive assessment using a strict evidence-driven scientific framework and discovered that the savanna elephant fits the requirement for the endangered category. Julian Moore, a senior analyst of the Global Wildlife Fund, noted in an update. However, before we can mandate global restrictions, we must allocate our limited funding towards the higher risk rescue operations. As part of the strategy, the status of these elephants will be evaluated annually by the committee while local field work continues. The census of Central African herds, which performs an essential long distance trek across the border to find seasonal water sources has fallen by nearly two-thirds since the last 20th century. Researchers calculated the across the southern plains, the desert-adapted elephants have endured an even more shocking collapse. Some of these downfall is linked to lack of acacia trees, the primary food source that support these massive herbivores during the dry season. Groves have vanished across elephant habitat throughout the continent since industrial agriculturists began converting wild bush into monoculture farms that use heavy irrigation. Trees once dotted the landscape, but they cannot flourish in altered soil. In recent years, as elephant dash has grown more precious, ठीक है, elephants situation precarious, a global initiative has surfaced to protect the species by establishing migratory paths along with other protected zones that shelter the herds. Local villages, international charities, and regional governments have secured 40 million acres of land, providing a sanctuary for the giants. But given the rising impact of climate change, which is causing severe heat waves and dehydrated thousands at a time, flash floods that drown calves, and seasonal shifts and disrupt their traditional movement, efforts to save elephants have not been sufficient. While many groups that value elephants are making significant progress, many destructive forces are occurring simultaneously, said Marcus Thorne, a wildlife biologist who have tracked herds in 19. We are effectively running a marathon just to maintain our current position. क्या है which mentioned for the decline of elephants are prone to genetic mutation which causes drop variation in the environment causes global warming. Growth in the population of large predators like lion, savanna elephants are drying because the sound pollution, the lack of seasonal rainfall had made elephant move. What can be said about the drop of desert elephant across the southern plains? The condition of even more tragic in the region due to why does the author say efforts to save elephant have not been sufficient because managing civil actions taken by the state protects herd usually the main drivers of the loss of habitat and disasters. Which of the following is mentioned reason elephant overlook the international community is not birds, insect, the governing bodies do not top preference by the system. Exhaustive. Correct. So 35 into 46 by 10, 5 twos are 5, 7, 23, 7, 3, 21, 2K, 14, 15, 16, minus 235 is equal minus 12 161, 4, 6, 4 plus 3, 7, minus 74 plus 12, 62 minus 62. 210 divided by 35 plus 224. 15 plus under root x का is equals to 36. 5 sevens are, नहीं 7 fives are, 7 threes are, 5 six are, 21, 1, 15, 6, 7 fives are, 7 thirties are, 21, 36 minus 21, 5, 1, 12, 15 का cube, 225 into 5, 3, 5 are 25, 15, 3, 3, 7, 5, 125 minus 12 plus 5 into 10, 50 plus 50, 175 minus 12, 163. 18 into, it's 18 plus 4 nines are minus 43. 108 minus 43, 65. 33 by 10 into 4, 26 minus 169 plus 145. 151. 151, 18 minus 18. The age of Ramesh is 5 times the age of his son. After 4 years, 3 times Ramesh age will be equal to 11 times his son's age. So 5a, a 15a plus 12 is equals to 11a plus 44. So 4a is equals to 32. A is equals to 8. Present age of Ramesh 40 हो जाएगी. The sum of the present age of Sita and her daughter is 84 years. The product of their ages, Sita into 1280. तो सीता की वैल्यू 84 माइनस 84d माइनस डी स्क्वायर इक्वल्स टू 1280 डी स्क्वायर minus 84d. 1280, 2 6 are 2 4 are 2 3 are 2 2 2 1 are 2 6 are 280 240 220 210 25 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 3 4 5 6 8 2 की power 8 into 5 2 की power 4 to 2 4 to 16 16 and 5 40 and 32 70 64 and 20 64 and 20 so daughter की age है 20 find the present age of Sita 64 quantity 2 is greater than quantity 1 a shop to 20% discount on the mark price 100 at 20% discount but adds 10% tax on the discounted price इस पे तो ये 88 हो जाएगा selling price ठीक है if the selling price of the article is ठीक है Then what is the marked price? 1000 quantity 1 is equals to 1. The speed of a boat in downstream and the speed of the stream boat की हो गई 14 10 and the average stream 18 and 38 19 quantity 2. Find the sum on which the simple interest earned is rupees 10%, 30%, 3600. Zero cancel 300 12,000. The sum of the money that earns rupees 10 simple interest per day at the rate इंटरेस्ट ये मिला है annually at 5%. S 5 sevens are 5 threes are 73,000. Quantity 2 is greater than quantity 1. Two numbers are less than a third number by third number is third number. Two number 20% and 36% 64. By what percent is the second number less than the first number? Second number ये हो गया 16 by 80 1 to 20%. A salary is 50%. The salary of B and B salary is 20%. The salary of C 20%. 10x ठीक है. What percentage of C salary is A salary? 10%. Quantity 1 is greater than quantity 2. 210 50 19 20 21 22 23 तो आएगा 23 70 28 29 ये क्या है 29 30 31 ये प्राइम नंबर लग रहा है 19 आएगा ना 246 माइनस 19 कर लो तो 7 227 ये इसमें क्या ऐड हुआ है 10 नहीं इसको कितना करा है दुगना करा है ना आई गेस हाँ इंटू 2 प्लस 2 16 इंटू 18 3 जार 54 इंटू 3 प्लस 3 करा है ये तो इंटू 1 प्लस 1 107 so plus 2 plus 8 plus ये क्या है 27 plus 91 118 करा है चौर करा हुआ है इसमें देखना पड़ेगा 36 minus 5 64 minus 1 minus 5 ओके स्क्वायर करा है शायद ये देखो 16 plus 5 4 5 minus 2 36 minus 5 64 minus 1 196 minus 5 4 5 6 पता नहीं, इसको बाद में करते हैं। +5 +10 प्लस कितना हो जाएगा ये? 16 17 17 प्लस 6 26 5 7 9 11 37 होगा ना? 14 114 आना चाहिए। 11 14 18 3 4 5 29 48 plus 23 71 plus 21 71. A boat travels 180 kilometers downstream, 9 hours and 120 kilometers upstream. ये 10 और ये 20, तो ऐड कर दो। 2b is equals to 30, b is equals to 15, water is equals to 5। ठीक है, boat and still water 15। A train A train A is traveling at the speed 72, 5 by 18, 8 fours are 20 meter per second. It crosses another train B, half its length, moving in the opposite direction, 55 by 15 meter, moving in the opposite direction. ठीक है, 35 3L in 12 seconds. 3 fours are 35, L is equals to 140 meter। ठीक है, after that train A crosses a railway platform plus 280 20, and 25 seconds, so 500 seconds, so 220 is the length of the platform. A copper wire when bent in to form a square area इतना होता है, a square is equals to 484, so is equals to 22, so length हो जाएगा 88, bent to form a circle 2 pi r, रेडियस क्या होगा 4 to 14 सेंटीमीटर, 14 सेंटीमीटर रेडियस होगा, तो पाई r square 14 into 14, 7 twos are 28 into 2 56 into 11 56 616 होगा। हाँ, Rohit spends 25%, 20% and 15% of his monthly salary 100 में से 25 20 और 15, तो यह 40 60 बचा 40 on rent, food and travel. The remaining money with Rohit increases by half when a friend gives him rupees 3000। 60x हो जाता है, 20x की वैल्यू 150। Rahul starts a walk and can complete it alone in 20 hours. After working for 10 hours, his efficiency decreases. तो 2/2 काम हो गया है, t/2 बचा है। Decrease completes the whole work in 40 hours. दस घंटे काम करा, अभी आधा काम बचा है, तो इसको 20 घंटे 30 घंटे और लग जाए, 30 घंटे में पूरा काम होगा। द परसेंटेज प्रॉफिट अर्न व्हेन एन आर्टिकल इज सोल्ड फॉर रुपीज 600 The percentage profit earned when an article is sold for rupees 600 is double the percentage profit earned when the same article is sold for rupees 400. तो ये x है और ये भी x है. जो इसने प्रॉफिट कमाया वो y मान लो, और जो इसने प्रॉफिट कमाया वो उसका डबल है. ठीक है. इफ द मार्क प्राइस ऑफ द आर्टिकल इज 20% अबव द कॉस्ट प्राइस. ये मार्क प्राइस पकड़ो. कॉस्ट प्राइस से मार्क प्राइस और कॉस्ट प्राइस 20% ना 6. द मार्क प्राइस ऑफ द आर्टिकल. इसने प्रॉफिट जो बनाया 400 माइनस 5x. दिस ये इसका डबल है क्या? 600 माइनस 6x माइनस 5x करके देख लो. 800 minus 600 equals to 5x. 200 is equals to 5x. X is equals to 40. 40. Find the mark price of the article. 240. The box contains 12 blue jellies and some red jellies, and the remaining are yellow. The probability of selecting a red jelly at random. Red jelly 12 plus red plus yellow, by selecting a red jelly at random. So r plus y is 3 by 8. So r divided by 12 plus r plus y is equals to 3 by 8. एट 20 प्लस कितनी थी ये? 12 32. The car covers a certain distance at a speed 6 hours 360 kilometers. If the same distance is covered by him in 4 hours, should the speed of the car be increased 30 by 60 1 by 250 30 kilometers? What will be the amount of the sum of excuse me, split at the compound interest for 3 years? For second and third year are 5%, 5 and the 520s. So 20, 21, 10%, 10. तो 10 से हो गया 11, 1 और 5 ना, से बढ़ के हो गया 6. 2 3s are 2, 10s are 100, 500, 63 into 6, 93. the amount चाहिए ना. So 500 की वैल्यू है 8,000. 516, 693 into 4 into 4 3s are 12, 36, 37, 24, 25, 26, 27 into 4 2s are 8. 7 for the 28 to carry over, 7 for the 28, 29, 33 carry over, 110, 11088. A invested rupees 9,000 for X month, while B invested 3,000 less than A and 6,000 for X plus 6 months. ठीक है, the ratio of the profit of A and B. 3 ratio 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 3s are 3 2s are 2 2s are 2x minus x is equals to 6, x is equals to 6, then find the value of x. ठीक है, 5 क्वेश्चन है, ये भी 5 क्वेश्चन है. चलो ये कर लेते हैं. The total number of patients in a hospital P are 1500. In hospital P, the number of general ward patient is 200 more than ICU. General ICU. General minus ICU is equals to 200, and general plus ICU is equals to 1500. So 2 general is equals to 1700. So 850 is in general and 900 हो गया. 600, 650 are in ICU. The number of ICU patient in hospital Q is half the ICU patients in hospital P. 325. In hospital Q, the number of general ward is 300 more than ICU patients. 625. ठीक है. In the number of general ward patients in hospital R, general ward patients in hospital R is the sum of ICU patients in P and Q. 975. ठीक है. The number of ICU patients in hospital R is 200 less than general ward patients in hospital Q. 425. 1000, 1400, 950. ठीक है, total. What is the ICU patient in hospital P2 patient in hospital Q? ICU patient in hospital P to total patients in hospital Q. 55 ones are 5 threes are 5 ones are 5 nines are 13 ratio 19. The total number of general ward patient across all the hospital is patient across also 10, 1 carry over, 7 to the 14, 15, 1 carry over, 10, 18, 24 to 40 is what percentage more than the total ICU patients? 2450, 10, 1 carry over, 10, 1 carry over, 10, 13, 14, 1050 divide what percentage? 1 4 2 sevens no, 7 twos are 7 ones are 7 fives are 75%. If the number of general ward patients in hospital P, general ward patients in hospital P increased by 10%, so 11, 10, 85 ना 85, 12, 13, 9, 35 हो जाए general ward patient, and ICU patient decreased by 10%, 9 और 10 हो जाए 650, 65, 5 9 45, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 585. Total new patients 935, 10, 12, 1 carry over, 1520. Find the difference between the number of general ward patient in R, general ward patient in R, and the number of ICU patients in P. 655 to 325. If the total number of patient in hospital S is 40% more to than that in Q, 950, 5 ones are 1, 9, 9 sevens are 63, 6 carry over 7 plus 330. and the number of ICU is 11 by 13 of the number of ICU patients in P 50 550. Find the average number of general ward patients. General 450 plus 330 780. S&P 03 by 2815. Average glass sold fresh plus percentage of A, B, C, D, E. Total 160, 120, 100, 140 and 180. So fresh 35%, 35 into 16. 5 twos are 5 sevens are 7 6 are 42, 4 carry over, 7 plus 4 1 120 into 12 for the 48, 28 into 500. So it's not 28%, 65 by 10 into 14, 5 to the 5 and the 5, 13, 7, 3, 21, 2 carry over 791 and 180 into 44 by 9, 980. फ्रेश जूस पैक्ड हो जाएगा 48 52 62 72 72 48 49 and 100. Find the differential number of packed juices glass sold by stall B and D together. Packed B and D 1, 11, 12, and the number of fresh juices sold by A and E. Juices 192, 121, 17. The number of fresh glass sold by stall E and B. Fresh glass sold 128 is what percentage of the total number of glasses sold by C? Find the ratio of all the fruit glass sold by E 180, the packed sold by C 70, 36, 6 ones are 6 twos are 6 30s are 6 twos are 6 5 ratio to. The recently became law achieving president Amravati. The senior ISO was appointed the Manchester, becoming the first woman to head the prestigious civic body as part of labor law reforms. The government has redefined the wage structure under the code, mandating a minimum proportion for basic pay. What is the minimum percentage of salary that must be allocated as a basic wage? 60%. Indian 10-year uranium supply agreement worth 1.9 billion. The uranium under this deal will primarily be used for uranium space research, export to third country, defense and nuclear. The panchayat that received top honor in Deen Dayal Upadhyay and Nani Deshmukh Panchayat. The Delhi government signed MOU in March 2026 with which organization to develop Delhi as media and entertainment hub. नेशनल फिल्म डेवलपमेंट कॉरपोरेशन के साथ साइन करा है. CMS COP15 part for future generation, nature to sustainable life, conserving ecosystem and species. We are thought protecting wildlife for future generations. Which airline was ranked the world's Singapore Airlines? Qatar Airlines था सर. याद नहीं है. Which country secured the highest number of top position QS city ranking? India's defense has recorded a significant surge, reflecting what was the total defense export 38,000 था. The committee that recommended the revision of the base year mercantile rates was headed by former Indian cricketer C.D. Gopinath, passed away, was associated with a historical milestone in cricket history, member of which according to the Global Terrorism Index, which country has topped the list of the impacted by terrorism? Ocean Pakwara was launched in to promote awareness about nutrition development across India. In this context, what is the theme of Ocean? Nutrition for health, all healthy nation, maximizing brain development in the first 6 years of life. The World Para-Athletic Grand Prix New Delhi leg took place from March. Which country finished the top? China. A coffee table book Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the eternal statement, highlighting the life and achievement of the former Prime Minister. Was released who authored this book? Rajiv Kumar Vijay Goyal. Who connect the Persian Gulf with each other? Gulf of Oman. What is the name of the platform launched by Deep Collaboration Raise that pay to support startup Sahayak? Yeah, Innovation Bridge. Innovation Bridge था. Narendra Modi surpassed which leader to become the longest serving Dikshit Nitish. पता नहीं इसका आइडिया नहीं. Tax launch and to streamline tax collection service and improve user experience for taxpayers ahead of filing season. टैक्स कनेक्ट था एक और साथी children book day is celebrated every month. पता नहीं. Does launch several financial schemes aimed at promoting financial inclusion, saving, insurance coverage, and access to credit for citizens. Which of the following is not? Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti, Swachh Bharat Mission, of course. Which organization launched the Paripurna Mediclaim Ayush Bima? National Health Authority. What is permitted for short-term gold deposit? Which institution became India's first ever gross 1 crore Saraswat था? Under the NPS Vatsalya guideline, what is the specific threshold of accumulated corpus below which a subscriber upon attaining majority is permitted to withdraw the entire amount as a lump instead to raise a portion of it? पता नहीं. Public Sector Bank in India has introduced an AI-powered multilanguage conversational platform to enable real-time communication between customers. Bob Samvad. In March, a major milestone in tennis was achieved. Miriam Oman has completed Sunshine Double without dropping a set. Who finished his feat? Carlos Rasmussen, पता नहीं कौन था. An IS officer of 1992 assumed charge as Secretary Land Division under Minister who is this officer. Restriction checking the status of pending transaction to reduce access. Madam, scan of pending transaction be checked. And a move to provide relief to salaried taxpayers and amid rising education because the government has provided the Children Education Allowance exemption under tax. There's a new exemption per child. पता नहीं. Port of refugee has been operational. Adani Port and Fish, which former Lieutenant Governor of Delhi was appointed as Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh. Ginger, मणिपुर मेघालय याद नहीं है. Bank rate 5.25 और 5 याद नहीं है इसका भी. The second edition of Run Samvad, a tri-service strategic India's joint involvement across Run Samvad. Deficit. The way and mean advances climate environmental जितना मुझे आता था उतना मैंने कर लिया. Skip the section, change the section. बचा था Octodecimal पता नहीं. Operating system provides a user interface. The system. CPU memory usage can be viewed from Task Manager. Memory usage. Task Manager is not an operating system. ये नहीं है. OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. Which of the following is the VoIP? Voice over Internet Protocol. Internet Protocol. Which backup device offers fast read-write speed for data storage, but relatively SSD? A type of storage device that uses non-volatile memory to store even when the power is. Which of the following refers to the Nespinch search engine? Text is shown on a web page hosting capture. Which of the following protocols is primarily used over a network? Following features educational subject सब होता है इनमें. Which type of network is used to connect computers within a single building or campus? LAN, local area network. Following the second layer of OSI model. You want to replace every occurrence of the word total with sum across the Excel sheet. Use replace. Pressing Control plus Shift plus L control. Should apply. A single bus structure is primarily found in where is a printer attached. Parallel port. A laser printer is used which are the following: print, ink, ribbon, which are the following companies are not known for. This is Tally. Which of the following is a program that the user is allowed to try free for demo software? Which memory provides high-speed data access to processors to and store frequently used computer programs and data? Caches memory. Non-volatile, permanent. A voice or software is commonly used for wireless rather than small range. Which are the following keys and fourth generation computer? Following sets best represent the content of operation that computer can perform. Logical comparison set and the following computer are popularly used at homes for playing games. Which are the following is the default standard layout when addressing new slides? Title. Which are the following option on a custom animation task pen allows you to apply a preset or custom motion path? Represent the blank space left between page margin and the first line of a paragraph and indentation. Following font option is not available. Allow a specific column with an putting a specific column with mixed reference. Go first. One and one. Which generation of programming language and machine language Pavlov is into? Machine language. Which translator produces an object? As I'm virtual assistant, Bixby. During an online meeting, a presenter wants to keep the audience attentive. Focused feature for training and deploying complex models and automation. डेढ़ सौ करे मैंने नाइन नेगेटिव पता नहीं किसमें रीजनिंग कम नंबर है इंग्लिश कम नंबर है आंस में सही करा है 30 क्वेश्चन में कम है कम है देखे कहाँ गलत है इंग्लिश में मोमेंट आपको दिख रहा है क्या बताना क्या गलत हो गया यार इसमें देखा डी ए आना चाहिए था एच क्या है इसका सीक्वेंस ई डी सी ए एफ बी ए एम डी आर्बिट्रेशन क्या पढ़ेंगे आर्बिट्रेशन तो obscure आर्च का मतलब क्या होता है old or outdated remained confusing for decades अच्छा circumvent का मतलब क्या होता है avoid sure that the ruling party was to avoid constitutional circumvent avoid क्या करेंगे